So a little slight disclaimer before I actually start the declutter. Well, maybe a couple of disclaimers to start with. I apologise if this isn't filmed in the best way. My tripod doesn't go up quite high enough for me to pan over the top of this drawer, so just ignore that. And I've literally got my light over here on the left, and then you literally can't see what you see later on. My bed is literally here, and then my wall is obviously there, and my door is literally not that far away, and then behind my tripod here is my dressing table, so there's not a lot of room for me to actually set up my tripod, so I do apologise for that. Also, I'm going to be doing like a reorganise and makeup collection as well at some point. I'm not sure whether to include it in this video or include it in a separate video on its own, or include it as a little bit of like a speed through in my actual makeup collection, because I do want to do a full makeup collection video, and obviously if I do the reorganisation, that's going to show what my collection looks like at the end. However, what was I going to say? I don't know what I was going to say, but yeah, I don't want to go too in depth in the reorganisation, so that is going to come either in this video or a separate one, but yeah, it won't be fully in depth because I don't want you to see the full result until the full makeup collection video, if that makes sense. So yeah, there was something else I was going to say, but I literally can't remember, so I'm just going to jump into this video, I guess. So yeah, bear with me. I apologise if the light isn't great, if the setup isn't great. This is literally what I could do. So yeah, I'm going to start. Oh yeah, another little disclaimer, I'm not probably going to be getting rid of a lot of stuff because I did do a huge declutter on my collection back in October when I actually moved back home from when I was living at Josh's for a little while. So when I moved home, I did a huge declutter and reorganised my whole life basically. So there isn't going to be a lot being removed, I don't think, but there will be some few things, and I'm going to talk through some stuff. I'm not going to talk a lot in depth about my favourite products, because I will do that in my makeup collection video, but I will tell you if I'm getting rid of something, why I'm getting rid of it. I'll also let you know if I'm going to be throwing it out, if it's old or like nearly empty, or if I'm going to be selling it because if it's new or hardly used or expensive or whatever. I'll probably be selling it on my Depop, so I'll leave my Depop username on the screen and also in my description box down below. I'm pretty sure it's just ashleighstill, but I'll check that. I'll leave it on the screen and in the description box for you. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to try and manoeuvre myself around here because it's going to be a struggle. So it's not just these drawers. I do have my dressing table and then another little bit of makeup to declutter. So it's going to be a long video, but we're going to go with it. I hope you didn't see me at all because I've got no makeup on. I look really ugly. My Pepsi Max is up here because, you know, grab yourselves a drink if you haven't already. It's going to be a long one. It's going to be longer for me, and I've got a drink, so you guys get yourself a little drink. Okay, so a lot of this stuff up here I am going to keep because it has recently been organised, as you can see. It's very clear up here. I used to have a lot of clutter, but I want it to be very neat and tidy. And then up here I've got my hand cream and stuff that I'm going to keep. I'm not going to talk you through all this stuff because I will do that in my collection. But yeah, so excuse me. So at the back, I'm not actually sure what's in here, so I will. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry if I do hit you guys. I'm so sorry about it. I'm just going to move you around slightly when I'm up here. Okay, so this box of stuff, I'm not sure what's in it, so I'm going to go through it. Like I said, I'm not planning on getting rid of loads of stuff because I like a lot of my stuff. I decluttered it not that long ago, but it needs to be organised, so that is that. This is really new. I love this. Again, won't go too much detail. This I haven't tried yet, so I need to try. I need to make a list or like reorganise a section of things I need to try because I bought this back in like December and I've not tried it yet. It's the Cinema Secrets Makeup Brush Cleaner. I'm not really sure how to use it, which is why it sounds kind of dumb, but the directions are kind of weird. So if any of you have ever used it before, please let me know and let me know how you use it because that would be really interesting. I've got a little Bioderma here, to be honest, that could go out, but I don't want to waste it because it's a good product. I just haven't used it. I just forget about this kind of stuff. Because it's nearly out, I'm going to move it elsewhere. Maybe in my bathroom or something, just so that I remember to use it up. Because in this box, I literally don't see any of this stuff. It's all put away. So I will keep this out as to go somewhere else. This is a little Mario Badescu spray, which is literally almost up. Again, I'm just going to keep that out because I have a new one, but I just haven't finished this one yet, if that makes sense. So again, that will stay out here. This is my Beauty Blender Insta Clean, which I use quite a lot, so that can just stay in there. I've got this Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Cleanser, which I haven't used that much. I need to use it a bit more and get to know the product a little bit more before I declutter it. I want to get some new skincare, so I'm going to be doing that this week as well, so keep an eye out for that kind of video coming soon. This is the Skindinavia Post Makeup Recovery Spray. Again, I'm going to move this because I always forget to use it when I take my makeup off because it's not accessible. I mean, it is, it's literally there, but I forget about it because I don't use it that much, and so yeah, I'm going to keep that and put it somewhere else. Now this is the PS Primer Water, which I really do like, but the reason I've kept it over here is because I want to put some pigments in it and make it like a sparkly body spray or setting spray, so that I need to do, but that's going to stay in there for now. And I've also just got random things in here. I've got this little thing that my friends did for me to choose what to do for my birthday. I've got a parking card for a local car park, and then I've got my Rip It Up the 60s VIP badge in here. So yeah, I mean, that's cleared a lot of space in this little box, and not necessarily this stuff will be staying in this box, but for now obviously I'm just going to keep everything as it is, but this stuff I'm going to put on my bed so it can be moved elsewhere later on. Also, if I haven't said already, excuse my voice, it sounds okay, but then it goes into like these weird croaky bits because I've still kind of got a cough from when I was sick like 2 weeks ago now, but I did have a cold. I had a stomach bug, and then from that I basically got a cold, so then yeah, I still sound like this, so don't mind me. So let's get started. Again, won't go too much detail into the things I'm keeping, but the things I'm getting rid of I will give you more info about, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do with it basically. So my first drawer is messy. Everything's messy, by the way, because I haven't tidied stuff up because I'm decluttering and reorganising, so there's no point. So on the right hand side, hang on, just patting you guys down. Is that easier to see? Kind of, can't really tell. So on the right hand side I've got primers and like some setting sprays. On the left I've got foundations. Yeah, so I've got quite a lot of these. I think I've got more setting sprays further down. Or actually, I think they're all on my desk at the moment. However, I have a lot of these Gerard Cosmetics ones. I think I do have some further down. Some of the sprays, because they're scented basically, some of them don't work on my skin because I do have sensitive skin. It's only the the really overpowering ones. So this one here is Mango. I'm trying to just spray it. You guys can't see that, I've just sprayed it all over my products. Yeah, I think that's one of the ones that I don't really like. Mango is a really weird one because I really like the taste of mango, but only a certain amount, which I think is the same thing like the setting spray. I can't spray it all over my face without feeling a little bit sick, and again it itches my face, so I can't use that. This is the green tea and ginger one. I think this one's okay. Yeah, that one's okay because that's a bit more like my Mario Badescu one. Again, these are really cool because this one's mini. The full size one is 3.38 ounces or 100 ml, and this one is 1.1 ounce and it's 30 ml. So these ones are really good for travelling. So yeah, I'll keep that one. Just put it there. And then this one here is lemongrass. Yeah, that smells quite nice. That would be quite good. I don't know if I'd use that as a setting spray necessarily. I think that smells too overpowering, but like for my whole face, but I would use that on holiday as like a refresher, so I'll keep those there. This one will be on my Depop, so because it's pretty much full, I'll put it on my Depop for any of you interested in that, if you don't have sensitive skin and can deal with that kind of stuff. So let's put those there. In regards to primers, I've got the Ordinary High Adherence, which I have only tried once, so I need to try that a bit more. So again, I need to literally make a list of things to try more. I might actually do a video of like things I don't use that often so that I can try them out again and see if I like them, because I don't use it that often, I don't know, I can't remember if I like it or not, so that needs to be tested out a bit more. I've got my Smashbox one, which I absolutely love, so I'm going to keep that. My NYX one, Hydra Touch, again, love that. Becca, this one's really new, and I really like it, so that's going to stay. I've got the PS Instagirl No Filter Priming Oil. Again, it needs to be tried more. I've only literally tried it once. Again, this ordinary one, this high spreadability fluid primer, needs to be tried again. I've only tried it once. Yeah, not really sure. I don't really go for these because of the pipette, but this one's quite new. Actually, I'm just going to get rid of the Primark one because I don't really ever use it because of this. And I don't remember loving it. Whereas this, I'm going to try this one because it's more expensive and it's newer. So I'm going to keep that one and get rid of the Primark one because I just know I won't grab for it, and it's pointless to keep products I won't grab for. That one I probably won't sell. I know it was like £5, but it's not really worth selling it unless I find other things to sell it with, because I do think it might leak, so I might just pass it on to my mum or my sister or a friend. So I'll just put that there for now. Then we've got my Too Faced Hangover, which I really like this. However, it's really old and it really smells, so it does need to go out, but it just makes me sad because I really liked it and there's still quite a lot in there. But yeah, it's not worth keeping, so that can go in the bin. And then I've got a This Works In Transit Camera Close-Up. Again, I don't really use this, but I keep it for travelling because it's 20ml, so I will keep that. I need to like keep travel stuff in a separate thing, but I will keep hold of that. Then I have got a couple MAC samples. We've got the MAC Strobe Cream, which I actually love, but I've got a full size further down, so I'm just going to put it with the full size because it's silly being up there, because I'll never look for that in there. And then we've got the MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance, which is a little sample. I'll give that to my mum because I just don't use sample things because I then have to go and buy the whole thing. I've got a couple Sephora bases here, which again I want to try. I just haven't got around to it. These are the smoothing primers. I just don't like trying things out with here, to be honest. So I'll probably pass that on to somebody as well. And then we've got the Benefit That Gal primer, which I just never use. So I'll probably throw that away because I think it's probably quite old, to be honest. So I'm going to put that with the Hangover one. And then I've got the Makeup Forever Step 1 Hydrating Primer, which again I don't think I've ever tried. Is it still like okay? Okay, only a little bit came out, but okay, that feels okay and it smells okay. So those are the ones that I will be keeping. I need to like extend my primer bit here because it's just not big enough, the amount of primers I now have. I never used to have that many, so that's why this is the problem. This is why I'm doing the declutter and reorganisation. Excuse me. So moving on to foundations. I got rid of a lot of foundations when I moved back home. My mum's got some of them. So this Maybelline Superstay I love, hence why I've got 2 shades. This is my tan shade, Nude Beige, and then that one Ivory is when I'm a little bit paler, so I will keep them. I will of course be keeping my L'Oreal True Matches, which I have like 4 of because it's my favourite. So they will all just sit up there because I love it so much. Makeup Forever foundations, they can stay. I've got 2 of the same shade because one's the new one out and then one lighter one, so they can stay. Although I never use this lighter shade, but I probably should keep hold of it when I'm really pale because that other one is slightly dark when I'm quite pale, so I will keep them. If I don't use this soon, then I'll get rid of the lighter shade because it's a bit pointless. But that's good aesthetic, isn't it? Wow. Okay, so my Estee Lauder Devil Wear, I really like this. And this is really new, so I'll keep hold of that. Okay, this NARS one I got for Christmas. And I've only used it a couple of times. but I'm not that sure on it, so I think I need to use it more and see. I'm not sure on the shade either. This is the shade Gobi or Light 3. I'm just not sure. When I put it on the first couple of times, I didn't really love it, so I'm going to try a couple of times more, and then if I don't love it, I'll sell it because it's a bit pointless me keeping it. It's literally been used twice already, and then I'll probably use it 2 more times. If I sell it, if I don't like it, then I'll know the next couple of times. But yeah, I just haven't tested it fully. Okay, this Ordinary one, the Coverage Foundation, this is in the shade 1.2N. I've tried it once. I didn't love it, and I just don't think I'm going to try it again, to be honest. So I'm just going to get rid of it because I could keep it and say I'll try it again, but I probably won't, so that's really pointless. I've got this Revolution foundation stick, which I do really like. This is in the shade F6, and I haven't used it that much, but I do remember loving it when I've used it, so I'll keep hold of that. I've got the Primark My Perfect Colour foundation stick. I've not really used this that much, but I've got my Makeup Forever ones and Revolution ones, which I really like, so I'll probably just get rid of that because I won't grab for it, to be honest. Okay, this Huda Beauty one, this shade Panna Cotta, I got this for my birthday. It's a little bit too light for me, but I had to choose my colour online, so that was a struggle. So I'm not sure. I'm going to test the formula and then a little bit more, because obviously I've been a little bit tanned recently from where I've had fake tan on, so it's been just too light. But I'll try it and try and make it work for me shade wise, and then if I like the formula a bit more, then I will buy a different shade and get rid of this one. But for now, I'm going to keep hold of it. This NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop I really like. It's a little bit dark for me, but for now I'm going to keep hold of it because it's the only shade I've got. So I like that a lot, and I'll keep hold of that. This Laura Mercier one, I'm not 100% sold on. Again, I got this for Christmas. I need to try it out a little bit more. I've only tried it a couple of times because, again, the colour is slightly light for me at the moment. But I'll give it another go because I'm not 100% sure. This NARS Tinted Moisturiser, it's quite old, but it's a good thing to have. I used to use this every single day. Like, I remember I used to wear it every day, and it was such a good product. So I might give it a little more of a go, and then if I don't grab for it, then I'll get rid of it. This Too Faced Born This Way. Oh, I was going to sell this a little while ago, and then I saw, who did I see wearing it? I don't actually know. It could have been James Charles, because I know he uses this foundation. So I used it one more time just to see if I liked it. I don't, so I will be selling that because I'm not a fan at all. These Wet n Wild ones, I wasn't that blown away by. I've only tested them once. However, this shade here, Nude Ivory, is definitely too light for me, so I will sell that on because it's unnecessary. And this one, I'll test out a little bit more, and if I don't like it, I'll sell that on. These Primark ones, My Perfect Colour, are actually not that bad. I tend to mix them in with other foundations. For some reason, this one's gone like that inside. I know it just needs a shake, but that is really gross, so I'm going to throw that out for that purpose only, because that's pretty rank. This one, I don't know. I mean, I would never use it on its own, so I'll probably just pass that on to someone else, because that one's still in quite a good condition. So I might sell that with that or something, or just pass it on to somebody else. I'm not really sure, because Primark stuff I don't really feel like selling because it's kind of pointless. This Rimmel one, I used to love this a lot, but I just don't grab for it, probably because it's at the back of my drawer. So I'm just going to get rid of that because it's pointless to keep. Okay, so we're done okay. We've got rid of a few things up here, if you can see. So you can see I'm getting rid of quite a lot of stuff already. I need to sort out what I'm going to sell or just pass on. But I think that's pretty successful for the first drawer. It definitely looks a lot neater than it did before. So yeah, love that. Okay, so in this drawer I've got concealers and powders. I split my concealers into high-end and then drugstore, just because it's easier for me to find what I'm looking for. My powders are a little bit crazy, so I'm definitely getting rid of a few of these for sure. Concealers, I'm not really sure because I love concealer. It's one of my favourite things, but there are some things in here that are definitely too old to be keeping, or I just don't really reach for, so there's no point keeping. So I'll start on this side. I've got this Too Faced Born This Way, which needs to come out of the box, to be honest. I don't know why, whenever I get new things, I keep it in the box for ages, so I really like this. I can't use it when I'm too pale because I've got a shade that's a little bit darker for me than usual because I ordered it online again. Well, I've got it for Christmas, but I asked for it picking my shade online, so... But yeah, I really like this a lot, so that can stay. My Tarte Shape Tapes, obviously I love. I use them so much. They're pretty much almost gone, but I keep them anyway. This Thora Mercier one, again, needs to come out of the box. I've only tried this a few times, like literally probably like twice, so I'm not necessarily set on what I think about it, but I'll keep hold of it and try it out a little bit more because there's no point just throwing things away when I've not tried them properly, you know. This Kevin Aucoin one is a little bit of a tricky one because I did use this in a Beauty Bay testing video that I did just before Christmas. But that's the only time I've ever used it. Like, I was pretty impressed with it in that video, but I've not reached for it ever since. So I just feel like it's a bit of a waste to keep hold of it when it is such an expensive concealer that somebody else might actually really love. So I'll probably declutter this because I just won't grab for it. Like, if I was going to keep it, it's only because it's Kevin Aucoin, it's the only thing I own by him. But I just have other things that I prefer and I don't want it to go to waste. I've got this MAC Prep and Prime highlighter in Light Boost. I never use this and it's pretty gross. It's quite old, so I'm just going to throw that out, to be honest. I've got the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, which, as you can see, has been sat there for a little while. But I used to love this, so... Oh my god, I just haven't been voice recording. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I've just forgot to voice record. So the footage of like this bit is going to be really bad quality sound. So now I'm voice recording separately. So if you hear a little change in the audio there, don't mind me. But yeah, it's MAC Pro Longwear. I used to love it, and I feel like I need to try it a little bit more. But oh no, it is okay, it's still kind of liquidy, it just goes like that when you lay it down. So I'll keep hold of this and try it a little bit more and then get rid of it when I need to. This Naked Skin, I used to love this, and this was like a new one of these, but it seems to have kind of emptied even though I've hardly used this, to be honest. That's really weird. Okay, really strange. I never reached for this. I literally decluttered it a little while ago and gave Josh's sister my older one. However, I don't use this one ever, so I'll get rid of that too because that's just pointless to keep. So now I just have 5 high-end concealers, well 4 because I only have 2 Shape Tapes. So then I've got my drugstore ones. Oh, okay, bad throw. So I've got my Revolution Supersize concealers, which I actually love this. I've got C6 and C3 here. I do have some more obviously in my kit, but these are my shades that I tend to reach for. And we've got this Wet n Wild one, which I actually haven't used. The box I just threw out is from here. I need to try this, but when I first was going to try it with the foundation, it was a little bit too dark, so I'm going to have to try it with a darker foundation. So I'll keep hold of that to try, and if not I'll pass it on. Again, the same thing with this one. This is the Essence Camouflage Matte Concealer. I bought this before Christmas and I haven't tried it. I think the thing is, when I go to do my makeup, I'm scared that it's not going to look right if I try something new, especially concealers and things like that, so I tend to stick to what I know. But that just looks so nice, like such good coverage, doesn't it? But I just never reach for it or try it, so I need to try it and see what I think. So again, I might try and do a video and use some of this stuff. It's the same with this Essence Stay All Day 16-hour wear. Never tried it. It's apparently waterproof, which is why I bought it. Not really sure why, but again, it looks like it's going to be great coverage, but I just don't try these new things, so I need to try that out also. So that can stay there. It's the same situation with this one. This is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. I bought this when I was in Mallorca. But again, I just haven't got around to trying it, even though I bought this because Tati loves this, so I don't know why I don't use these products, to be honest. I need to. That one looks really nice as well, so again, I'll keep that and make sure that I actually try it. So I've basically got 3 Maybelline Fit Me's. Okay, one's a darker shade, so I'm just going to keep one of these 15s because I don't need 2. Which one is the most full? That one's alright. Okay, definitely that one. So I'll keep that one, and then I will probably pass that on to somebody else. And then I've got the shade 20, which I just use when I'm tanned, so that can stay as well. I've got 3 Revolution Concealer and Defines in the smaller bottles. I don't think they're the same. Like, that sounds really stupid, but when I tried this, I didn't like it. But when I tried the full size one, I liked it. I don't know if it's because these shades, well, actually, this is C3, and one of those is C3. So I'm not really sure on that situation. I think C3 is a good shade, but I put it over C6 quite a lot. So C2 can definitely go. And then C5 is this one here, which that is really quite dark, so I don't need that. That sounds stupid because I keep C6, but C6 isn't as dark as C5, which sounds stupid, but trust me. And then this one is C3. I'm just gonna get rid of all of them because I prefer the super size anyway, so I don't need to keep those. Oh, it's on my hair. And then I've got the Pro Conceal LA Girl Corrector in green, but to be honest, I just don't colour correct anymore, so I'll get rid of that as well. The Maybelline Eraser Eye, I love this stuff, but I literally hardly ever use this, so I need to use it a bit more and use that up because I do really like it as a concealer. This NYX Dark Circles Corrector, I never use this and it's really old, so I will just throw that straight in the bin. So that is all my drugstore concealers, so I will keep these ones and make sure I test out the ones that I haven't tried, because why not? So that's a lot neater. I'll show you guys like an overview at the end as well, how much I'm getting rid of, because I've actually done quite well so far, to be honest. Like, pretty proud of myself. So coming slightly further over, I don't know how well you guys can see this because the light is over that way. So powders, I've got a lot. I have some favourites. There's ones I literally never use, so I'm just going to be really brutal here. I've got the Revolution Lace and the Banana. The Banana one is too dark. I want to try their new Banana Light one, so I will pass that on to somebody else or sell it because they are good quality powders. It's just too dark for me. Put it up there. And then the Lace one, I do really like it, but again, it's just kind of pink. Well, to be honest, I bought this because I thought it would be the closest to the Laura Mercier in the drugstore, but they now have a translucent one which I want to get, but I'm thinking I might keep hold of this until I do get that one because it's quite a good little drugstore powder. I've got the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder, which I've not actually tried yet, so I'll keep that and make sure I try it. I've got my MAC Mineralised Skin Finish in Light Plus, which I absolutely love, so I will keep hold of that. My Beauty Bakery Flour Powder, I use that a lot, so I'll keep that. My Laura Mercier, same thing, absolutely love that. Rimmel Stay Matte, just bought this, so I'll obviously keep that. This one is the PS Instagirl Flash Photo Powder. Now I bought this because I remember seeing Ellie Darby use it, but I used it on myself once and it was so blue, so no thanks, that can go. This L'Oreal True Match one is really good when I'm tanned. It's in the shade 6W, so that's my like tanned powder basically. And then I've got my Charlotte Tilbury one here, which is also new. I got this for Christmas. Yeah, I got this for Christmas, so obsessed with that. And then the Sephora, oh, I keep putting my stuff down there. This Sephora Beauty Amplifier powder, again, I never really reach for this, so I will pass that on. To be honest, I'm going to pass on the lace powder as well because I won't use it, so it's pointless keeping it in there. yeah, that is the end of that drawer. So this drawer is one of my favourites, which you can probably tell because it's very jam-packed. I'm definitely thinking about doing a whole highlighter drawer. To be honest, I definitely need more space when I do highlighter, like when I do my reorganisation for highlighters, because I have a lot and I always buy more, so that's a problem. So I'm just going to start with what's at the back because it's obviously all falling. I've got my little Doll Beauty Shine Bright Like a Diamond palette. This has got 2 of their highlighter shades. I've got the other one, the Champagne Supernova one, in my kit, which some of my stuff I'm retransferring from my kit over here when I do my makeup collection, because I'll explain that in another video. So yeah, that's that one. As you can see, it's very well loved. I love it a lot. Definitely going to keep that. Then at the back, oh, this is so hard. Then at the back I have got, I'm not going to lie, I probably won't get rid of any highlighters. Like, I'll probably keep a lot of them. So I've got this one that I got recently, which is the Obsession Mega Honey highlighter. It's very good. It's £3, so I'll keep hold of that. This one is the I Love Sarah He, or I Love Sarah I Dose of Colours highlighter. Now, this is in the shade Soulmate, and I bought this on Beauty Bay before Christmas because Amy's makeup box was raving about it, but I ordered it and it's just really dark, so I've never used it. I've only swatched it. Okay, yeah, so this is the Doll Beauty one and this is the Dose of Colours one. The Dose of Colour ones is definitely too dark for me, so I am going to sell it because it's literally like £25, I'm pretty sure I paid for it. And it's just a waste for me to keep it in my drawer when somebody else can enjoy it. So, and also it's a waste of money for me to have spent to never use. So I'll be selling that. If you're interested, keep an eye out. I've got this Milani strobe light, which is fab. Keep hold of that. The Anastasia Amrezy, absolutely love that, so I'm going to keep hold of that. This Maybelline Molten Gold, again, love. As I said, I probably won't get rid of much. The PS Nude Body Shimmer Dust, I never use this because it is crazy. I put it on once and it was ridiculous, so I will pass that on to somebody else because it's unnecessary for me to keep and it's really bulky. Now, these ones here, I don't use that much anymore, but I was collecting them, so I want to keep them. These are the MUA Undress Your Skin. I wanted to get the whole collection, so I don't really want to declutter any, but let's just be real and say I'm going to keep all of these because they are great. Like, even though it's blue, these golds are insane, so I'm going to keep them because they are really good highlighters and they're £3, and like I said, I was collecting them and I'm kind of proud of that. So yeah, and also they're good to have if like people come round. Also, I really like giving you guys drugstore suggestions, so that is why I have those, to be honest. The Wet n Wild ones, this is Precious Petals. I wasn't blown away by these, to be honest, when I tried them. I'm just not that impressed by them. It seems quite nice, I'm not really sure. Let me try the other one. This is Blossom Glow, which I think this is the one I tried in my video, the Beauty Bay one. Yeah, I'm just not fussed by them, so I'm going to get rid of them, I think, because I won't reach for them. This is the MAC Oh Darling, which I love, so I'll keep that. Soft and Gentle, I never use this anymore, but I should because it's gorgeous. So I will definitely keep that because I love it. The Mary Luminizer, again, haven't used this in so long. I think Mary Lou is kind of more subtle, but it's a classic and I really do like it, so I'll keep hold of it for now. And then I've got the Kiko eyeshadow in the shade 208. Honestly, I can never open it, so I'm just going to get rid of that because I can never open it and I just don't grab for it because it is an eyeshadow, so it's a bit harder to work with. So let's chuckle these back in. So I mean, I've got rid of 5 highlighters, which I didn't think I'd get rid of any, so well done to me. I'm not being very organised here because I am going to be reorganising soon, so there they can just sit in there. Now blush, oh, that leaked all over my blushes. Without me even noticing. If you guys saw that, let me know. So yeah, blushes, I've really got into blush recently. But again, I decluttered a lot of blushes when I moved back home, and these are pretty much my favourites. However, there are some that I literally will never use. So I'm gonna have a little look through, just in case. This L'Oreal Life's a Peach, I love. I actually love it. So I'll keep that. This Milani Luminoso, again, I really like that. They're kind of similar, but I do like them both. Elf blushes are amazing. This is the only one I actually kept, last year when I decluttered. I had 2 others, I think, but this one's stunning. It's in the shade Candied Coral. As you can see, it's got a bit of fallout and stuff, but it's fab, so I'll keep hold of that. This is one of my actual faves, like absolute favourites. I've had this for nearly 5 years, to be honest, so it's probably really old, but I love it. It's the Wet n Wild Pearlescent Pink. I did a giveaway for my birthday with the new packaging. This is the old packaging, so that's how much I love it. Okay, this Marc Jacobs one, I bought this when I was in Paris. It is gorgeous, but the problem is I never ever reach for this. I don't know why, I just don't. I don't know if it's because it's matte, because I don't really love matte blushes. I just don't want to get rid of it because it is gorgeous. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of it, to be honest, because I never use it, which that really breaks my heart, because that's like the only Marc Jacobs thing I own. Right? Yeah, it is. That's really sad. Okay, ignore that. Benefit Dallas, I love this. Keeping. This is the Body Shop blush in the shade 4. This is really old, but it is good. However, I don't really reach for it, so that can just go in the bin, to be honest. Benefit Rockature. I love this. It's kind of dark, but I do really like it, so I'll keep that. It's a miniature one, if you're not sure. These Natural Collection ones, I really like them, but I never reach them anymore. They are really old, so I'm just gonna... Well, I won't put them in the bin. I'll probably put them... These 3 can probably go on to like friends and family, but I won't sell them because that's janky. Okay, so I've got this Primark blush in the shade Desire. This is their high pigment blushes. Yeah, not a huge fan of that, so I'm just gonna get rid of that also. This is a Milani blush in the shade Romantic Rose. I don't really feel like this does a lot for me. I don't know, I'm not a huge pink blush fan. I do think it's gorgeous, but I won't use it, so I'd rather pass it on to someone who will. And then I've got 2 of the Benefit Posy tints. Again, I just don't use things like this, so I will pass those on also. So that honestly leaves me with like 6 blushes. Shocking, like, wow. I just got rid of, even though I only got rid of, oh actually I got rid of a lot. I got rid of 6 blushes. That is pretty good. Maybe my Marc Jacobs one can stay. I feel like I need to use it more because I've only used it like twice because it is just so expensive. So, do you know what? I'm going to be really nice to myself and just keep it and try it one more time. And if I don't like it, I will sell it on to one of you guys. Okay, so this is all like liquid highlighters and strobe creams. To be honest, I love all these ones. I use all 3 of these a lot. So I'm going to keep all of those. Benefit High Beam, I never use that, so that can actually go. This I just moved down from the top drawer, didn't I? So I'll keep hold of that because my MAC strobe cream's actually running out. So, you know, I'll keep hold of that. This Freedom one, I actually do really like it, but because I have the MAC one, I just don't really reach for this, and I can tell such a difference. So I will pass this on to one of you guys because pointless in me keeping it. So I did a pretty good job there. Obviously I've got a lot of highlighters, but I always will have, so that's okay. And like I said, I want to make a whole drawer of highlighters, so that's fine. I got rid of a lot of blush, which I'm pretty impressed with myself about. So moving on. Okay, so this drawer is very random. I've got bronzers, mascaras, pigments, single shadow at the back. So, I don't know how much you guys can see to bring it back slightly. There we go. So bronzers, I absolutely love bronzers. Bit like highlighters, to be honest, so I probably won't get rid of many. But yeah, again, the same with kind of glitters and pigments. I love them. I want to reorganise them, put them in different storage, but yeah, I'll go through those and decide as well. Mascara, same kind of thing. I got rid of a lot last year, so this probably won't be hugely cluttered, to be honest, but we'll just have a think. So these Milani ones I absolutely love. This is the shade Glow, and then this is the shade Dolce, and they're actually amazing, so I'm going to keep hold of those. For anyone in the UK not sure, you get Milani on Beauty Bay. And then I've got my MAC Give Me Sun, which I don't use that much anymore, but I love it, so I will keep hold of that. There's been one that I bought really recently, obsessed with that, to be honest, so I'll keep that. It's like a really nice warm Reggie tone. It's actually really similar to the MAC one, in my opinion. I don't know if they even look similar in the pan. Kind of. You can see the MAC one's kind of a little bit warmer, but they're great and they're really similar. Yeah, probably not going to be getting rid of a lot here at all. So then I've got two Anastasia ones. This is Rich Amber, and then this is Saddle. Oh, excuse me. This is Saddle. They're really similar, as you can kind of tell, but I love them. The formula is great, so I will keep hold of those. Probably going to keep hold of everything at this rate, to be honest. This MUA one, freaking obsessed with this. It's really good for contouring, especially when I'm pale. It's huge as well, and it's literally £3 or £4, so I will of course keep that. Now this W7 one, I bought this when I was in Bath with Josh. I've only used it once, but I'm not that impressed by it. It's meant to be a dupe of the Charlotte Tilbury one, but it's just not that good pigmentation. I mean, it is, but it's not like, this is kind of shimmery, and I'm not really into that for this kind of shade. It's too like contour shade-ish, but it's not matte, so I can't really contour with it. And the highlight just isn't that great, so I'm going to pass that on because it's pointless me keeping it. I've got 3 of these Miss Lynn ones, which, how cute is the packaging, first of all. So this is Fiji Fever. You can see that there, yeah. This is Barbados Babe. Okay, it's going to shut. And this is Holiday Hooray, which I've used the most out of all of them. I really like them. They're great formula, they're really cheap, and they're tiny, so you can travel with them really easily, and they look like little books. So, again, going to keep them. Okay, so my Chanel one, I was thinking about this back last night when I was in bed, which sounds stupid, but I bought this a little while ago. I used to really love it, like back in the day, but I just don't cream contour anymore or cream bronze or anything enough to warrant having this when somebody else would love to have this. So I'll probably sell this on Depop. I'll probably sell it quite cheap because obviously I've used it and it's like a liquid kind of product. So I'm pretty sure I paid like £40 for this. And it is really nice. I just don't ever use it, so I'd rather it go to someone else. Okay, Hoola. Now, I have this issue with my Hoola because it's really gross, but I really like it and I don't want to get rid of it, but I feel like I need to, so I'm probably gonna actually put that in the bin. Just be really cutthroat with it, because I do have this one, but it's tiny, but I'd rather it be hygienic, so I'm going to keep hold of that one, obviously. Now this Clinique contour stick, I really actually like this. If I'm going to cream contour, I'll cream contour with this or concealer, so I will keep hold of this and just see if I use it or not. Now my NARS one has the same, oh no it doesn't, I thought it was really gross like the Laguna, like the, sorry, the Hoola. So yeah, this is NARS Laguna, which I never use this anymore, but I feel like I need to. I've just swatched it and it actually looks amazing, so I'm going to keep hold of that and just try and use it. I told you I'd get rid of no bronzers, I've got rid of one. Oh no, 2, that's okay. Now this Primark one is really nice, really similar to the MAC one as well, and this was £2.50 or £2, so I will keep that as well because I like having things like this for videos and stuff. So, I mean, I didn't do the best job, but I didn't do the worst job either. So, mascaras, I literally use all of these. So I will just keep them all, to be honest, because I can see them all, so I know what I like. This Revolution Flawless Foils thing, I've literally tried this once. It's not something I tend to use on like a everyday basis, so I'll get rid of that for somebody else. Now my glitters is going to be a harder one, glitters and pigments, because I use a lot of different pigments, you know. So I've got a lot of Becca lashes, a lot of peaches and cream. I've got peaches and cream ones in my kit as well, and other glitters, but obviously I use them a lot, so I don't need to worry about them. This is a pressed pigment or a pressed glitter by Becca Lashes, which I need to actually depop, but I don't have a thing to put it in, so it just stays here. This is the one in Rose Petals. Peaches and cream, I'm going to keep all of these because they are my favourite pigments ever, and I'll go into more detail about what I have when I do my collection video. NYX glitter glue, I really like this. I don't grab for it a lot, but I do use it sometimes. So those are my other ones. Space Hopper. I've got so many at the moment, it's actually a joke. So I've got, how many there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 9 peaches pigments there and some more in my kit. And then Becca, I've got Becca Lashes glitter in Lemon and Lime, which is a gorgeous lemon shade. So that was really close. Lemon Puff, which, gorgeous. Right, I want to use these ones for like Easter videos. I've got Blue Blood glitter from Becca, which, okay, that is stunning. These pots are really difficult because you can't see inside that well, but wow, love that. So yeah, that's another Becca one. I'm getting so much shit on my hands right now. This is another Becca one which I love, which is Ice Ice. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. It's going everywhere. I'm probably going to get rid of this one because I just won't use thick, chunky glitters like that, to be honest. But I love it, it is gorgeous, but I just won't, I know I won't use it, so I'd rather pass it on to one of you guys. Maybe give it away because I don't think I've ever used that, to be honest. And then we've got Bauble, which is a gorgeous glitter for Christmas. Syrup, gorgeous little bronze. Then we've got other ones, so like it's green, it's gorgeous dark bronze shade. My Too Faced glitter glue, I use that sometimes, so I'll keep it. Now these glitters are like random unbranded ones from eBay, and because I've got newer ones in these kind of colours, I'll get rid of them. So I'll probably sell those in like a little bundle online. So again, look out on my Depop. These Stargazer ones, I never reach for these, so they can honestly just go as well. And then these eye candy ones I've had for so long, but I love them so much. They're gorgeous. They're really fine glitter, which I love that. So I'm gonna put these all in like acrylic drawers, I think, in my new organisation. That's my plan, so I can like see them easily. Hey guys, don't mind how I look right now. I'm literally editing this video because I'm going to go up tonight, and obviously this morning, if you follow me on Instagram, I put a little poll to see if you guys wanted this to be split into 2 parts or just be a long video, because I literally had like 2 hours worth of footage. So this is the end of this part. Tune in on Friday. If you aren't subscribed, make sure you subscribe so that you see the video go up on Friday. So yeah, come back on Friday to see part 2, which is going to be brows, liner, palettes, lips and lashes. So come back on Friday to see part 2, and I will see you all then.